Good morning and welcome back to the morning after, people of the Book It Sports community and around the world. It is officially Friday. I'm going to give you a round of applause because guess what? You made it to the weekend. Let's also give Josh a round of applause for almost blowing our Friday show, shall we? Here we go. Almost made it a full week without a mistake.
So close.
Had to do it on a Friday.
So
if
close.
we were ever going to make a mistake, I would rather it be on a Friday, to be honest with you. I feel like there's no better day to do it. This is officially, by the way, everybody, the first full week of the morning after, Monday to Friday. Thank you so much for everyone that's tuned in. The show's only going to get better. It's only going to get funnier. It's only going to get more entertaining. And hopefully, we can start giving out some winners. Krabs, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Krabs. We got a great show for you guys today. Josh in the studio. Nick is in the studio. Grins behind the scenes. And Javon D will be coming on later to help us out with some plays for college basketball, possibly the NFL weekend. But we shall see. My God, Friday's in the air. I smell it. We're going to be playing Kodak Black all week into the weekend because guess what? We picked our side, and it is Lamar Jackson and Kodak Black over Dirty Taylor Swift and Dirty Travis Kelce. So I expect everybody to be listening to Kodak Black that bet on the Ravens because guess what? I got a rackaroon on the goddamn Birds down there in Baltimore. Okay? And I expect this weekend's game to get out of hand. I hope he beats the shit out of Pat Mahomes. And I don't mind saying it. I'm sorry for all my Kansas City, Kansas people, but I hope he beats the shit out of him. Okay? Because I'm kind of tired of Pat Mahomes now. You know, I feel like the past 2 years, it was kind of that, you know, early, like, oh my God, he's so good. But now he's entering Brady territory where I fucking hate him. Like, I don't want to see him win now because I feel like his demeanor when he wins versus loses is so different. Like, Brady never changed. You know what I mean? He was a prick all the time. Pat Mahomes, when he wins, is like, yeah, we fucking told him. We knew what we were going to do. And then when he loses, he's like bitching and like throwing his helmet. It's like, dude, can we have a little bit of consistency, a little bit, you know? Like, you don't have to be such a sore loser all the time. Speaking of sore losers, I almost broke my phone last night. I didn't almost break my phone, but I was rather upset because I was sitting there with a UMass Lowell ticket playing Vermont in Lowell, Massachusetts. -2.5 favorites. Down 10 with 3 minutes left. Came all the way back. Tied and went to overtime just to score 5 points and lose by 9. I mean, are you spanking me from behind?
Dude, it's almost worse when they give you like that hope. Like when they get all the way back and then like just lose by 20 in regulation.
Way worse. Because I'm there tweeting, we made it to overtime, keep fighting, boys. And then if you like see that tweet 10 minutes later and they lose by 10 in overtime, I look like a fucking bozo.
Yeah. Absolutely. Trent just said, Josh, please tell Mikey I forgot how much I hate Dallas Stars games.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie, Trent. I was gonna text you because I saw you were going to one. I cannot believe someone pulled the wool over your eyes and got you to go to another game. I literally have turned down 5 Dallas Star games opportunity this year alone for free. People have had free tickets and been like, you want to come to the Stars game? And I've looked and been like, no. It is my least favorite sporting event ever to watch is a Dallas Stars game. I don't care if the Devils are there. I don't care if Wayne Gretzky's getting back on the ice. I don't care if Connor McDavid is chasing a record. I will not go to that arena to watch the Stars play.
It's kind of embarrassing, too, because I feel like hockey is one of the best sports to watch in person.
Like, let's be honest. Trent, I'm talking to you in chat if you're still there. That was a crazy game. Ends up going to overtime. Tell me you had fun for more than 2 minutes. You got free hockey. Crazy game. A lot of goals. Tell me you actually had fun. Because I know the answer. You didn't. I don't know what it is about that stadium and the Stars, but it's impossible to have fun there. I don't know what it is. And I'm not trying to shit on the Stars because I do like Dallas. I love the city that we live in. I'm a big Mavs guy. Brought my Mavs jacket today. But it's not fun. You don't have fun there. They're not fun.
I've yet to go, so I don't even know. I got no input.
You should take the lady there.
They got to go to a Mavs game before a Stars game.
Yeah, but make sure you get good seats for the Mavs game. You don't want to be in the bleeds.
Yeah.
They mic up the rims. Talked about it. Hate that. One of my least favorite things of all time. UMass Lowell. Can I see you in my office? Get out of my office. Fuck you. I can't believe you did that. Permanent ban list. Do not let us bet on UMass Lowell ever again. I won't allow it. SMU. What the bot, dude? Krabs comes on. Krabs so far 0 for 2 on me throwing bets at him and him giving me the side that's going to win. Just being honest with that one. Threw SMU at him. He was like, you know, it opened up at +1.5. Switched to -1.5. They're a favorite now. They lost by like 7 at the end of the game to North Texas because North Texas could not miss. Saw a really funny sign. They were playing in North Texas. Kid home, this really big sign. Daddy's money. Thought that was funny. You know, making fun of SMU. But the funniest part is that SMU is playing away, so there really wasn't a lot of SMU fans, and pretty sure a lot of the kids on the basketball team are not there for daddy's money. So it's like just funny to like say that's like
Yeah.
the kids as if like the guys playing are like there
Yeah,
because
like,
their family
or
like,
because they just got scholarships to go play. Yeah.
or because they're like unbelievable at their sport and get to go to SMU, which is fucking sick. But yeah, SMU, UMass Lowell, get out of here. I made an announcement yesterday, just kind of being transparent with everybody on gambling Twitter. I got to apologize. You know, I've been really locked in on making this show entertaining and to be the best show possible because this is, you know, something I'm really passionate about, something I've wanted to do, and it's something that we're doing. So I put a lot of my energy and time into this show, and I'll be honest, been lackadaisical on the bets. Haven't had a lot of time during the afternoons to really like get in the lab or at night because I'm either preparing for tomorrow's show and, you know, I'm not going to make excuses, but I've just been botting when it comes to the bets. It's been half-assed and I've been losing a lot. And I just wanted to let everyone know I'm locked back in.
Okay.
All right. College basketball is my sport. College basketball is my sport. College football and college basketball, my sports. I was locked in on college football. The quickie was printing. I need to get back in the lab for the hard one and the platter. I'm back in the lab. Just wanted to have that be known.
I love it. Let's
Love
rock. Friday. Dude, is this true? Did Trent actually tail a four-legger that was minus 120?
I have no idea.
Because I know that Arizona sold a four-legger for him that was minus 2,000.
Which, dude, why am I not taking Oregon State plus 18? That is literally our team.
I know.
Jordan Pope.
I know. And that three was wet at the end of the game.
Dude, he was unconscious.
He said he
last night.
actually did. Minus 120, a four-legger.
That is foul. Did he answer the Stars question about having fun?
No, he just said LMAO a bunch of times.
Yeah, I know he didn't have fun. All right, here's the thing. I do want to talk about this. For everyone late night that was holding a Hawaii ticket, if you just tuned into the show, Josh is 500-0 on our Plan B bets to save your night. And guess what? He took the plus chicken money line. He told you. Grins, rewind the tapes. What'd you say yesterday, Josh?
Keep the points.
Keep the points. Keep the points. We'll take the money line.
We don't need them.
We don't need them. We don't need the points where we're going. Josh, round of applause. Way to pick him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Way to pick him. That's why Josh is 500-0 on Plan B bets, guys. That's why you listen to the show. You locked in the Already Locks, and you make sure that you don't put a lot of money on the It's Already Locked because it never hits, but you take the Plan B. Because just in case you made some mistakes, you can at least go to bed at night knowing you tried to bring it all back. And we did with Plus Chicken. Unbelievable. Shout out Krabs. What was the bet? Southern Indiana?
Grin said that Hawaii raced a 10 hit too. I forgot that we even took that.
I don't think it did.
He said
It was like
he
7
said
to 20.
was ... free. Maybe
Yeah,
if
he's
Grin's in here
yeah,
trolling,
Grins is
dude.
trolling,
Come on.
Dude, I
Oh,
don't
it was like 28
Yeah,
to
it's
7,
28 to
wasn't
7.
it?
It's 28 to 7. I don't know why
God damn
Grins
it,
has been in
Grins.
his troll bag. He's been trolling me lately, and I don't fucking like it. So we're gonna have to have a conversation. We bring Grins up a little later. Listen, couldn't be more upset. Just gonna hand up. Couldn't be more upset with Javon D. And I'm gonna talk about it when he comes on later. But I sent him a pretty sus text last night, and he responded and matched my sus. I'm not used to that, but we're going to talk about it when he comes up. All right, Josh, what in the world's going on? Last night, I didn't have a lot of bets in because I needed to lock back in. Took a 3-teamer, went 1-2. Horrible. SMU sold. UMass Lowell sold. However, UNC Wilmington, free as air. They won by like 30. So shout out UNC Wilmington. Way to get one. All right, Josh, what's going on?
We'll start off with Kayshawn. We'll start off with that. Kayshawn Booty has been charged for illegal online gambling, placed over 8,900 bets, including some on LSU.
And I don't know if you saw this, but I saw that one of the bets was that he had a 4-team parlay, and the last leg was him to get a touchdown and him to get
His
more than
yards,
84 yards, and he didn't hit either.
I saw that.
Could you imagine you've got a 4-legger and you're like, you are the difference of if it hits or misses, and you still fuck it up? Like, that is all-time moose shit. Like, it's on your back and you fuck up your own parlay. Like, that's, you can't even look at the slip and like get mad at anyone because it's your fault.
It's just you, yeah.
Like, you ran the routes. Like, that is the ultimate troll.
I guess it makes sense. Like, I remember him going at like Jalen Daniels
So many times.
or Jaden Daniels. And I guess it makes sense. Like,
So much.
he's
sense.
bitching because he can't hit a bet.
But you know what I saw, though? I think we should all take the Kayshawn Booty Challenge. Try to place 8,900 bets in a week. I think that's a solid challenge. I think we could do that. I think Trent could definitely do that in a week. But did you see that he deposited? I think it was 134 grand. By the end of it, he had 500 grand in there. Can we get him on the show? He's clearly unbelievably sharp. I mean, the kid is a mastermind of betting.
Yeah, he knows what's going on. Oh, he only withdrew 50 though. I saw that too.
Yeah, he only withdrew 50, but he was up 500 grand after putting 100 grand. I could put 100 grand in and be down 100 grand.
Didn't he lose all of it though? Like,
I don't know.
I think he lost it down to 50 grand, and then that was what he took
So
out.
he started dropping nukes.
Yeah.
That's what you can't do. Lesson to bettors out there. When you are finally getting hot and the units get larger, don't start upping your unit size and dropping nukes unless you really, really believe. Because then you're Keyshawn Booty, you got 500 grand, you're only taking out 50. I mean, you took out a salary, so
Yeah, I mean,
that's absurd.
can't be too mad.
Do you think they should? All right. Interesting question. Do you think they should be allowed to bet on themselves? Do you think athletes should be allowed to bet on themselves, but not the result of the game?
No, I don't think that they should be allowed to. I feel like that just like opens up a gate, like no return. Like if you can bet on yourselves, like what's going to stop them from betting on their unders? And
Well, that's what I'm saying. You should only be if you're a player, and you're allowed to bet on yourself. You should only be allowed to take your over.
your overs.
Yeah.
How did it like? But like that's the problem. Is like how do you like track
I mean,
that
you
he's
can't
the UFC? I'm pretty sure you can do that though.
bet
that's
on
one-
yourself to win.
You're allowed to bet on yourself, which is interesting.
Oh, because you can only lose money. If
Yeah.
you lose, yeah.
Which is
What about
interesting.
that? Teams can only bet on their team to win if you're on the team.
Like just money line, no
Yeah,
spread.
Yeah, no
just-
spread, just money line.
I feel like that wouldn't be bad.
Minus 300. These guys have enough money to drop it on it to make it worth it.
Yeah.
And then they're fighting for the bets, not even for like the record. They like bet that they were gonna win. Like imagine the Ravens could bet on themselves to win.
That would be I mean, you don't think
You'd
Lamar
have the
would
best
drop
football game of all time.
Lamar would drop a nuke.
You'd have the best football game of all time. You literally have the best football game of all time. All right, what else happened?
We got a TikTok to share.
Oh yeah, okay.
I've
so
yet to see it.
I sent this TikTok in our group chat. Nobody responded to it, but I just need to hear it because on a Friday, this shit had me crying. Literally, I was crying, laughing so hard.
I'll bring it up right now.
We're gonna play it for you guys.
Brother, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Please. Who is that coming off the goddamn pick and roll? Oh, brother, who's that on the logo? Because Jordan never did that move. What is goddamn shoe? Brother got the baby blue goddamn card. Got got the J's with an Air Max bottom, man. Brother, come on. Let me three things. Let me rub. Let me plug. Got the coconut. Got the sky blue, man. Take them all. Thank you, man. Yeah. I like the bike, man. We got to get that on camera. But those.
Dude,
That's so good.
can I get a petition to have him on American Idol? Jordan never did that move. Like that shit had me crying.
I've never seen that. That is so
Dude,
funny.
I was literally in my bed, like crying at that video. His voice is so fucking good. Hold on, brother. Who's that coming off the pick and roll?
That is so
I
good.
need him on American Idol, but I thought on a Friday, play you guys a little funny video. That shit had me weak. Literally weak.
That video looks old too. I'm shocked I've never seen that because that
So-
is
it looks
so
so-
funny.
Looks
That
so
is
old.
so funny.
Who's that coming off the pick and roll? It's like the most random logo of all time. And you know that guy bought those shoes thinking no one would notice?
Yeah.
Like, hold on, brother. God, I hope that made you guys laugh. All right. We got a couple more things we want to talk about. What is it, Jeff?
One thing for you. This will be quick, but so Alan Lazard was paid $12 million this season.
Okay.
He
Is this
finished.
going to be a hurtful stat?
It is.
Okay.
It's going to be.
Okay.
$12 million a season he got paid, and he finished with 23 catches.
How many
That is-
millions per catch then?
That is $521,000 per reception.
Mm.
How do you feel about that?
Dude, that just like actually makes me angry. I can't believe we went from the funniest TikTok ever to that. And that's just like not cool, man. Like what a waste of space.
For real. I mean, 311 yards too. Like that's
What a like loser, dude. Alan Luzard is what his name should be. But you know what, though? I have some sympathy for Alan Lazard because I think it's tough, right? I mean, you saw Garrett Wilson. The guy's open literally every single game, and he barely got the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So a guy like Alan Lazard, when he joined the Jets, you're assuming Aaron Rodgers has the ball, and Aaron Rodgers can put it in your window. And Alan Lazard is more of like a power wide receiver. He's a guy where there's a small window, you get him the ball, he's going to get a couple yards after carry. Like, he's a gritty guy. Zach Wilson can't find guys like that.
Yeah.
Trevor Siemian can't find guys like that. He's not a great route runner. Like, he's not going to have yards of space where you can like float it to him. He's like a guy hits a slant, you hit him, and then he's going to get fucking murdered, but he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And I think when he came to the Jets, he was really great with Aaron Rodgers, and I think they were expecting the same. Zach Wilson is just not a guy that's going to get you catches, but I mean, probably saved himself a couple years on the life, though, playing football.
Yeah, probably.
Barely any catches, was
Pretty
just
much
running.
took a season off.
Yeah, literally everyone just did cardio this year on the Jets, other than Breece Hall. Like, that guy got murdered every time he stepped on the field. Everyone else just did cardio for 17 games.
Yeah, Breece Hall was a dog. I saw something this morning. He had like 1,500 total yards
And
on an
wasn't
offense that didn't
in-
do anything.
And wasn't in the conversation for comeback player of the year. He tore his ACL what was it, 300 days ago?
Yeah, I think it was
Less
less
than
than
that.
a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 320 or
And
something.
he had 1,500 like yard, like what? And he's not in even the conversation for comeback
Yeah.
player of the year. Like, give me a fucking break. Dude.
Yeah.
Wow, that pisses me off. But hopefully we're good this year. That would make me happy. I hope Dalvin Cook does well in the Ravens in the play. Like, really, I'm rooting for Dalvin because I think if we kept Dalvin with Aaron Rodgers, like, we would have had an insane backfield this year. But whatever.
It is what it is.
Moving on.
Let's get off the Jets.
I'm just moosh shit.
Let's go to
in my Jet shirt.
a little Dune 2 popcorn bucket. I know you wanted to talk about this.
I don't
Let's
know if
reach
anyone
in.
has seen. We're gonna pull the photo,
Yeah.
up, but I don't know if anyone's seen this. Dune 2 is coming out, and the whole point of Dune is there's these little sandworms, right? And I get it. They wanted to do a promotion, like advertisements. They wanted to put the sandworm on the popcorn bucket. You got to put your hand into the sandworm. They basically are giving out fleshlights. This might be the most purchased movie ticket of all time across America. With how down bad men are in today's day and age, this might be the most purchased movie ticket of all time if those popcorn buckets are real.
Oh, those are real.
And it's going to get disgusting across America when those popcorn buckets leave those theaters. They might not even leave the theaters without being disgusting. You might go to Dune and hear some guy in the back of the theater grunting because he's banging out the Dune 2 popcorn bucket flashlight that they're giving out.
Trent said he needs that popcorn.
Having said that, I have already purchased my Dune 2 tickets. I got them on pre-order, and I'll be looking forward to taking the bucket home. But oh my God, that might be like the most purchased movie ticket of all time.
No, that is, and it looks disgusting too.
People are going to be showing up to that movie early to get the buckets.
Oh yeah,
Like, they're going to sell out across America.
for sure.
Or do you think they're going to or do you think they're going to pull it back and be like, now that we've seen the public
Yeah.
reception, we're not going to give out a popcorn bucket that you guys are going to bang?
I don't know, dude.
I
I
think
feel
they
like
should just double down.
I was gonna say, like, maybe just make double the time, like double the amount that you already made. Yeah, throw more out in
triple the
circulation.
amount and
Yeah.
be like, if you buy a ticket, you're getting a flashlight.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically what they're doing. Dune is basically saying you come watch a movie, get a flashlight. I mean, I don't think there's a better deal on the market.
I mean, I've never seen one. I've literally never seen one.
I know Trent just went down there. He's Googling Dune 2 start times to find a theater near him with that.
He's
bucket.
about to start at noon. He's about to go at noon by himself.
Trent, where are you going? Why are you on Sergio Stream today? I'm gonna go see Dune 2 by myself. Hopefully find an empty theater. All right, let's go. What else is going on? But I mean, that's just funny. You know, that's good stuff.
No, yeah, I mean,
That's good stuff.
so last thing is this dude. Trent actually just tweeted this not too long ago. This dude on TikTok is on day 10 of the ladder challenge.
Oh, I saw this.
And Trent slid into the comments and is going to have to ruin this dude's entire life tonight
I think he
and
should.
tail him.
I love the narrative of the final boss.
No,
when
you
you
have
get
to,
this
yeah.
far in any gambling challenge, you have to get through Book It with Trent.
Yeah, he's
And
like
he's-
Bowser at the end of Mario.
Like, actually,
Yeah.
though, like you have to get. I think this guy should embrace it. Like, if you can get through Book It with Trent, tailing you on your last day of a gambling challenge, you deserve the winnings.
It would be the most well-deserved thing of all time.
Of
maybe.
all time.
Yeah.
And I hope Trent actually tails it because that would just be like all time.
All time. And he's
Like, all
gonna.
time.
I'm sure he's gonna.
That would just be so good.
The final boss.
But I love it. This is literally the final boss. Like, congrats, you got the views, you got to the end of your challenge, but now you got to go through Boca with Trent. Like, I think that's, as a company, what we should focus on.
For sure.
Is that we have the final boss, and you have to get through him. You do. The worst feeling in the world, I'll say it, is when you're hot and Trent responds to your tweet and goes, I tailed. Because you know it's fucking over. You could be 1,001. He's tailing, you're going 1,500. Like, you're losing every bet that day. The minute he says tailed. So I love it, dude. I think it's so funny. I love it. But you got to get through the boss.
You do. That's so good.
Sydney Sweeney went on Hot Ones.
I was gonna say,
and the internet is on fire. I don't know if you've seen it.
That picture?
But I saw something on the internet, and I agree with it. Some guy quote tweeted and was like, Sydney Sweeney made, like, mid-attractive girls, like, the standard.
Dude.
And I feel like you were against that. I kind
So
of
against
could
it.
see it. I could see it. I already have an apple of my eye, so I'm not looking at Sydney Sweeney as a prospect because I have what I think is the best thing in the world on my team. But, I mean, I could see why the internet was on fire over the photos.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I feel like she just, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's because she's so attractive that people love her. I think that she's, like, a weird sort of attractive, if that makes sense. Like, she just, like, not like, she's not, like, weird looking, but, like, she's, like, different looking. Like, she doesn't look like every, like, supermodel or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's like a normal, like, she looks like a normal girl that you just, like, see on the street, but extremely
But that's what I'm saying. Like, normal, though. Like, that's what the tweet was saying, basically. That, like, I feel like you could find a Sydney Sweeney somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
You might,
exactly,
yeah.
but
You
know
might
what
be
I'm
right.
saying?
You might be right.
I
You
also
might be
made
right.
the claim that, like, Jennifer Aniston in her prime, like, I don't think you could touch that. And
Dude,
I,
see,
feel like,
I don't
I
know.
just feel like it's recency bias. I think
Yeah,
we
it
need to
might be.
relax on the Sydney Sweeney. Like, I think it's a lot of recency bias. I think we just need to take it back a little.
I mean, Sydney Sweeney's not like my top. Like, no, I already told you who it was. Like, like when I was a kid, Megan Fox and Transformers is like
Yeah.
peak.
Yeah,
peak.
I mean, I would. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I've got the hottest girl in my life, so I'm good on that. All right, what else we got? Or
That's
should
it.
we
But
go to Wovo?
we have them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our second guest, the co-host of BTL Behind the Lines, a show that comes on right after this. It's where you go to get your plays for the day, okay? They come on right after this show, same network, same channel, same account. You don't even have to shut the stream down, all right? You don't have to change tabs. We're bringing up Javon D.
Get him up here.
Javon, welcome to the show. Do we have audio?
No audio for Javon.
Oh, Josh, would you relax with that today?
Not even that.
Do we have
Javon.
Javon D?
Here, we'll get him out of here real quick. Javon, just try leaving, coming back.
Javon,
We'll fill some.
I mean, can we figure it out? Can we figure it out, guys? It's a Friday and everything's going wrong.
While we're waiting for Javon, though, I don't know if you saw this.
Oh, here we go.
This is a me thing. This has made me happy. Lonzo Ball was on the Bulls bench yesterday. He's back. He's not back playing, but he's back.
Josh sent me a post and it was like some Bears player and he was like 3 years till he's top 5. And then
I told you
responded and
that.
said, and then I'll get traded to the Ravens. So it's like, and then Josh also tweeted like, please, 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 to like
To get-
Zach LaVine
yeah.
getting traded. And I was like, I cannot wait until the Bulls make 0 moves. Like, Chicago sports are about as moose as the sports teams I root for. However, before we bring up Javon, I did want to say I'm a massive Liverpool fan, and it came out today that Jurgen Klopp is stepping down from Liverpool. Kind of fucked up my day a little bit. He's been my favorite manager we've ever had. He coached some of the best teams. He's actually the only manager of all my favorite teams that I've ever got to watch win a title. I got to watch him win the Champions League. I got to watch him win the league under Jurgen Klopp. For those of you who didn't know, soccer is actually my favorite sport. Football is my favorite sport, whatever. But kind of upset me today that he's stepping down. So hopefully we can find a good replacement. But shout out Jurgen Klopp in Liverpool.
Go.
Let's finish out the year
Absolute go. All right, Javon, let's try this again.
strong. Javon D.
Surely we have the audio this time.
Oh,
We surely do.
There we go.
That's some good audio, Javon. That is some good audio. Javon, I already talked about it earlier in the show, and I needed to address it now. So I asked you to come on the show last night.
Right.
And then you said, of course. And I sent you the Bustos meme, specifically the zoomed in one of the Oreo specifically busting. And you responded straight Bustos. I just wanted to ask you, are you going to finally become sus with us, or what's the deal here?
You got to walk a fine line sometimes, right? You kind of got to pick your spots. You can't go, full on one side or full on the other. You
He's got to make your comments, man. Dave's lurking.
Dave is
He's lurking.
lurking. I know
Dave-
Dave's in chat right now,
yeah.
lurking.
Dude, I saw Dave in YouTube chat dropping comments, man. Like, what are we doing?
Such a Dave move to be in the YouTube chat while everyone's on Twitch. All
Absolutely
right,
real.
Javon, speaking of picking your spots, there's a college basketball board today. I want to ask you about one game, then I want to give you the floor to talk about whatever bets you want to talk about. If you want to sell us bets, if you want to tell us why we shouldn't take a bet, either one is fine. But I'm going to ask you about one bet on today's board.
Right.
Michigan State was plus 3.5 when I woke up. They're now plus 2.5 going into Wisconsin. It's very hard to win on the road in the Big Ten. Michigan State has kind of been selling my bag lately. Can I get your opinion on the Spartans?
You know, this line looks weird. I will say that because they did go to Michigan State and beat the ever living shit out of them, I think a month or so ago. They beat
I
them
think they won by
30.
15, right?
Yeah. So to see the line back at -3 at home is kind of crazy. I'm kind of getting fake sharp vibes on it though. I kind of want to take Wisconsin. which
Fake
is,
sharp vibes on Michigan State, you
on
think?
Michigan State. Yeah, they're going to be a very popular Twitter sharp POD today, and I'm not really feeling it. So I kind of lean Wisconsin.
Do you think it could be the game that our first ever guest came on, Krabs, when we took Michigan at home plus 2.5 and they ended up losing by 15? Does it give you
might be
similar
that
vibes of that?
It might be that game, except they're on the road, so it makes a little more sense. But yeah,
A little bit more sense. I would agree.
it's definitely weird after that first game.
All right, so maybe a stay away, or we take Wisconsin.
Wisco's not bad.
No, they're not bad.
They are not bad at all.
No, they're good.
Well,
They're good.
unless they walk into a little stadium called the Amp in Providence, Rhode Island, and they get their tits blown off. All right, Javon, I want to give you the floor, man. Talk to me about some bets. Tell me about something that's hitting. Tell me about something that's going on this weekend. And for the love of God, can you please get Sam Laporta's meat out of your throat?
Well, for that question, I'm gonna tell you just straight up no on that one. But I can take you to a CBB game today.
Oh,
Which, if you looked up and down the board, maybe minus Michigan State, you can probably guess the line the Sharps are going to be on, and I'm going to be on.
okay.
Let's go to Cal. We're taking the Cal Golden Bears tonight
to beat Stanford.
To beat Stanford. Stanford's coming off of a really, really big win. They've won like 3 of 4. Only loss was, I think, against Washington State. But other than that, they have some pretty impressive wins. They just beat Washington by double digits at home in a line that was pretty weird itself. And now Cal's up to minus 2.5. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the ML because Cal's going to win that game. They're more physical. Stanford's going to get pissed on by Fard Oz. Jalen Tyson's going to ball. It's going to be an all-out performance by Cal. We're taking them.
Do we know if Jared Bynum is back on Stanford? I know he was hurt for a little bit there.
Don't believe he is, and that's kind of a problem because they don't have like a true point guard right now. And their point guard, who is a freshman and handling the ball right now, is turning the ball over at a ridiculous rate. So
I was going to
think
say they
he's-
got that true freshman, right?
Yeah, so I mean, Bynum's I think still questionable, and I believe he's not going to play. Even if he does, I still like Cal, but if he doesn't, it's only better news on our side.
Shout out Bynum though, friend of the program.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
we like Cal. I feel like you've kind of been a Cal guy, football into basketball. You were kind of riding Cal in football. Now we're riding Cal in basketball. Are we? A Cal guy?
I mean, I can't basketball. Their basketball team, with all due respect, is moose shit, but they have their spots. They're in sharp spots. They are starting to play a little better. They had some injury issues over like the non-conference season, and now they're finally healthy and they've covered like 5 games in a row, or depending on the line,
Wow.
you got like four
I
in
did
a
not know
push.
they covered 5 in a row.
Yeah, they've been kind of moving. They're a terrible team, but they're starting to get it together.
Can I get an update on the BTL squad ride record for the people in chat?
I don't know if I could tell you that off the cuff, but
I think
I'll
it's
tell
what,
you last
40-1, 40 and
check it while we're talking
Oh.
about it. But yeah, it might be 1,500 to know. But we did have a legacy cash on the Columbus Blue Jackets yesterday of all teams. Looks like
POD.
+1 and a
yeah, +1, and I didn't even need it. It won by 3.
You
All
took
time
the Columbus
record
Blue Jackets +1 and a.
+1 and a. Yep. Let's see, all time record 191, 130 and 4 with a 14 and 5 in 2024. So we're moving.
14 and 5, and you guys aren't telling the squad ride.
People
That's
gotta
what I'm
grow up.
hearing from the gang over here. That's absurd.
That
Javon.
is absurd.
Do you have any PPs you like today? Prize picks squares you like today? Have you even
So,
looked at the board? I know you wake up with the board in your head. So
What kind of question is that, Mike? You know I'm looking at the board, man. I'm looking at the board before I even go to sleep the night before, man.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
But they, I don't know what the story is, if it's because of an injury or whatever, but they just took down a bunch of props in this game. So long story short, I like the over in the Pelicans Thunders game. So I was looking for squares in that game, and I'm going square, I guess you could say. I'm taking Zion points today. I think he's gonna
No way.
absolutely-
Whenever Javon goes square, it always hits.
Yeah. Every
Yeah,
time.
I'm going with Zion. I think he's going to absolutely demolish the Thunder today.
I also just wanted to say, Javon, as well, I couldn't get in the full A team. I know N'Faly Dante sold, but I also know for a fact that Mike Conley free throws was your square, and that shit was green.
Yeah, that kind of sucked because like the B team hit, but the A
B team hit.
team minus Dante, like the other Montembeau square, he had like 40 something saves, so it's the freest of all time. Hit the second period, and then Mike Conley had like 2 free throws in like the early second quarter. So like those were freest squares of all time. Then Dante sold. We could have swept both entries.
It was just a,
B team.
All right, as always, Javon, we wanted to thank you for coming on. But before we let you go, I want you to tell the people where they can find you. I want you to tell them about the show, BTL, and then we're going to get you out of here, and we're going to all tune into BTL right after this.
Yes, you don't have to go far. Keep it on. Watch the Mikey inspiration to wrap it up here, and we're going to be talking games. It's a pretty tough slate, but that's what the fuck we're here for. So we're going to be going through the slate, going through plays right here, right now. Book it, BTL, Behind the Lines, Twitch, right on the same channel. Mikey, get the people fired up, man, so we can go through the slate and get surgical.
Let's get the people fired up. I think I'm also appearing on BTL today, if I'm not incorrect.
Rumors are swirling that you're
Rumors
going
are
to be
swirling.
making an appearance.
That I will be discussing my Ravens ticket that I don't know if you've heard about or not, but
Yeah, I got a little something for you. My meat on table prize pick square is Ravens related this weekend.
wow. All right, I actually can't wait. All right, Javon, thank you so much for coming on. As always, I love the BTL boys. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow him, Javon Diem, on Twitter and everywhere else. Thank you, Javon.
Dubs. Appreciate
Beauties.
You know what? There's something about those BTL boys. They just get me fired up.
Oh, they do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the portion of the show where we're going to talk our plan B. We're going to talk our It's Already Locked. We're going to get Grinsey up here for a quick bet. And then I'm going to get you out of here with a little bit of motivation. Josh, what is our plan B bet? You're 500-0 on plan B.
We have touched on it already. Actually, Javon D did. Cal minus 2.5.
Our plan B is also the Javon D.
It is.
POD.
It is.
Wow. That is, see, that's the kind of collaboration I like to see. When Javon D and Josh are on the same side of a plan B, that's one you take every single time.
Yeah, we're ripping that.
What's
And
our
then-
It's Already Locked? The highest over on the college basketball board is
Why are these games always the worst games on the slate? Like the highest total.
because they can't play defense. I think our Already Locked hit yesterday.
Did it? I don't even check anymore.
I think Wright State and Cleveland State hit. They were
Really?
scoring at an insane clip.
Well, today's Arkansas State and Louisiana Lafayette at 155.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah, I mean most of them are pretty low today. That's the highest one.
155.
Yeah, 155.
All right, 155 is your highest over on the board. The Mikey overs play of the day. It is the It's Already Locked. We lock it every single day. Highest over on the college basketball board. Grins, what's the POD from you today? I'm pretty sure you faded your school yesterday. I didn't get to check how it did.
Yeah, went to overtime, and my school actually covered by like 1.5. So we're not gonna talk about it.
Okay, we move.
I'm honestly just gonna move on to the weekend. To be honest with you, I like the Lions plus 7.5, and just bear with me for a sec.
The shiesty.
No way. He's got a shiesty.
He's got the shiesty.
I'm taking the Ravens. Let's get it.
go.
Keep rocking, and let's just get one this weekend. Let's get
Let's
one, and that's it. That's all I
go,
gotta say.
Grins. Let's fucking go, Grins. In the shiest, taking the Ravens on the morning after. That's why we do it.
Let's go.
That's why we do it. That's why we fucking do it, Grins. That's why we do it. If that doesn't get you fired up in the chat, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. God, I love when Grins comes out. I'm not going to lie. It makes my day every single time. Putting the shiesty on, bringing a prop for the Ravens, that is what we needed to see.
Yeah,
That's what I needed to see. All right, you got your plan B. You got your It's Already Locked. You got your locks for the weekend. I'm not going to say the L word. You got your plays from the weekend from our guy Grins behind the scenes with the shiesty on. So if you fade the Ravens, you're a rat bastard. But now we're at the portion of the show where, listen, we end every show with a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation. And I'm not going to lie. I've been getting a lot of TikToks on my feed, a lot of tweets. about Friedrich Nietzsche. And I think he was a wordsmith. So I'm going to read you another quote from Friedrich. And this quote, it kind of hit me a little hard because I feel like if you dissect it, it means a lot, right? Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." So when you break that down, right, there's a lot of times in life where you go, how is this happening to me? How in God's name am I going to get through Monday? How in the world did everything that I worked so hard for fail? How in the world was I so wrong about this scenario? But if you have a why and you have something that you're chasing, you'll be able to bear anyhow. So I challenge you today on a Friday, going into the weekend with a fresh week on the horizon, to find your why. Because when you find that why and you find something that you want to fight for every single day and you find something that makes you want to get up, there is no amount of hows or anyhow that can stop you from getting where you want to go. So I challenge you today on a Friday, beverages on the horizon, a new week on the horizon, almost a new month on the horizon, by the way. Find your why today. Find your why for why you're living this life. And then anyhow, on the wayside, man, because you already know what you're fighting for. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from the morning after. We're here every weekday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay right there. We got BTL coming up next on the Twitch. You don't even have to change tabs. You don't even have to jump channels. You stay right here. I'm coming on BTL for a couple minutes. We're going to talk about my Ravens. So make sure you stay tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got through our first full week of the morning after. Everyone, let's get a round of applause. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love every single one of you. And I challenge you again, find your why for me. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go have one.